What'd they use you for?
Hey.
Point the way. You holding up, Blue?
I woke up, and the world still sucks. So, today's been great.
Interesting you mentioning that, seeing as you're from a vault. Yeah, So here's the deal. Besides, I'm already...
All right, Piper.
Good.
Uh-huh.
So, I know you're from...
My family and I...
Wait.
Yes.
So, you've...
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. The threat of kidnapping is all but... What would you say to someone else?
You can only take it one day at a time. Just keep going. That's all anyone can do.
We're all just doing what we have to, huh? I think my readers can relate to that. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Hey!
Just let me... You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high-tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... Let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you They used to be...
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but... they're secretive. Ultra paranoid.
Uh-huh. We should get going.
All right. Right behind you.
Hey.
Shoot.
Piper.
Something to say?
Is everything all right between us, Piper?
It's hard to say at the moment. I think I need you to show me you're not just out here for yourself.
That's all for now.
Sure.
Heads up.
What can I do? Help yourself.
Heads up.
Sure. Take a peek.
Look alive.
Something you need?
I was just wondering where you and I stand.
I suppose things are all right. Just feels like we could be doing more for folks out here, you know?
Is everything all right between us, Piper?
Well, things aren't bad. Because believe me, you'd know if they were. But I suppose we could be doing better.
That's all for now.
All right. It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home.
Hey, hold up there. First...
Uh-huh. You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
What was that?
Uh-huh.
You hand over everything.
Whoa, time out. If someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
I'm fine.
Good. Now don't let good neighbors of the people.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. So long as you...
A new player in Good Neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
Brotherhood of Steel. Better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari. She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor.
I know.
Are you putting us...
Sure. Please. Nick told...
This dead...
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine, but that's...
Don't worry about me, Amari.
Uh-huh. I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have...
Let me... He'll act.
All right. Let's get...
Just sit down over...
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
That makes it official, folks. The final vote can...
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way.
Remember,
and she protected me from
You are
Dad.
experiencing these memories as Fellaut.
That cost her more than a few beatings.
First.
I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
New California Republic. All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment...
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
All citizens of the new California...
People always hoping for something better.
This doesn't
usually
seem to be
end up
what
with
we're
something
looking
worse.
for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one. Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
I found another memory to try.
You thought
I'll
you could
connect
just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to...
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty content. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it. Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Pod C6.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Down the hall near the end.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, I'm still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here,
wait.
baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son?
Wasn't my
This
idea
appears
to
to be
settle
a very
down with a
recent
kid
memory.
in the middle of Diamond City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
You know, the newspaper. Oh boy. Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but... Mayor... I probably shouldn't
Kel. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
It's all over, but the dreaming. Poor little dreams that keep trying to come true. It's all over, but the crying, and I can't get over crying over you.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder, and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to
Right. I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me. Sit down if you're ready. Let's do this.
Amari.
Let's start over. How are you feeling?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What? You don't have a spare teleporter lying around? What kind of egghead are you?
This is serious. Wait.
Uh-huh. I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked...
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Hey, Daisy, glad you could make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Husky the other day?
He wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the bet... Best way to stick together is to keep an...
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. So where's Kellogg, huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Take it easy.
Dead.
Uh-huh.
Don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute... I knew they'd send him after me. And so you... Then what do you want with me?
I know you were part of it, and you escaped. They sent Kellogg to kill you.
How the hell... No. Why are you even...
Relax.
Wait, what?
Right.
You want to get into the Institute? Never mind. What reason?
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh. Oh no. I had no idea. Yeah. If your son is one of them, I can help.
Sure. You help me and...
All right. If it could return me to... I think that's... All right? First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but the relay. That means now.
Sure.
Don't bullshit. Coursers. Operations go good at what they do. And you're going to have to kill one.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Well, every course, it's embedded in it. Now, I don't know exactly. You're going to have to...
Okay, let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion. Now, when you get to the ruin, follow the signal. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
Protect and serve.
Look alive.
What you got for me? Sooner we get out of this radiation, the better. Guess they're not interested in
Barn must have...
Paladin Dance. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Ayla, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest... He shows a lot of...
Mm-hmm. Thanks. I promised.
You don't have to.
So you decided...
Uh-huh. Let's just hug this out and get it over with. What do you say?
You can play it however you want, tough guy. It's gonna take a lot more than completing one mission to impress me.
Reese, that, like it or not, and you, we're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code. If you intend to...
Don't worry.
Perfect.
Right.
I only ask... You fall in line, you stay in line. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be a... Now, nothing's official.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks, Arnett.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
He doesn't need...
Ad Victoria. In our eyes. Our rally. Now, however, if you want to run... I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
Where to?
Hey, Piper.
Time for some travel fuel.
Hey.
Want one?
Your thoughts?
Nice, being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
That's all.
All right.
Paladin dance.
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's...
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on it.
You two can't be that naive. That thing, it's just gonna escalate everything.
That's the plan. If history's proven... That being said, I've received orders... Follow me.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battle changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
chance you could try and keep a stray bullet out of my obituary?
There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Hard to believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic.
Dance?
There's Lancer Captain Kells. Follow me. Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pribble and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
And what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine. Not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Dance hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, accepting outsiders like yourself. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant the Brotherhood of Steel as the captain of... Understood.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Good. If you have any questions...
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you dismissed, Initiate.
On your way, soldier.
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxon is holding his address inside the command deck.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
How can a machine believe it's alive?
Sir.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry.
Paladin dances, and he concludes, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, and befitting your...
I'll do my best to...
I'm certain that, in any event, welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Stray radio signals.
Congratulations on the promotion.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Greetings, Knight.
I'll administer your exam after you've checked in with Dance and Elder Maxon.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother. Unless you like getting shot.
Try it now.
Nothing. I'm supposed to report 10 minutes ago.
Busy,
Can't fix it.
I can't fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mire.
That north and south are reversed again.
Got
Can't
it.
say that I'm surprised. There it is.
No problem. I'll take care of it when
Thanks,
I'm finished
brother.
here.
I owe you.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Blue, come on. Let me carry something before you cripple yourself.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
We can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and synth and shoot them into space.
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder?
He's a very...
Of course he does. I just hope not to put you...
I won't let...
Good. Now, I know you... In order to be... Since I've been...
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Hey.
Where do you want me? Switching out your gear?
Hey.
Need something?
Paladin.
Yes?
I think it's time we split the team.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is a come back alive, soldier.
Uh-huh.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books...
I think you're confused.
Since it's obvious that...
Maxon wanted me to be...
Ah, yes. Under norm. However, unfortunately...
Uh-huh. Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As I'm authorized... And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, in any event...
Captain.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready?
Sure. What kind of medical
There's nothing to...
Right.
It's my responsibility. I'm going to ask you a series... First question. As a child... Are you feeling well, soldier? Hello?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault Dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else. Anyway, sorry I missed that. Okay, second question. Have you ever had, or come in...
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. Have you ever had sexual relation?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on it?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties if you ever need medical.
Why are you bothering? I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one. Congratulations on the promotion.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Hey.
Point the way.
Hey.
Where to? Talk to me.
I think we ought to go our separate ways.
Sure thing.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He's a very dedicated...
Of course he does. I just hope not to put too fine...
I won't let you...
Good. Now, I know you... In order to be an... Since I've been official...
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
I really should have my armor adjusted.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just said...
I think you're confusing.
Since it...
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so...
Sure. However, unfortunate...
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be... As you patrol, I'm authorized. And if you wish to be... In any event, it...
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to... First, as a child.
Wouldn't Vault Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault? You're probably healthier than... Anyway, sorry I missed that. Okay, second, have you ever had...
Never been seriously sick.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance...
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. You can't fix it.
I can fix it.
Watch your
You're the
step
one
on
who
the flight
decided
deck.
to pick your way through
It's
a mire.
long way down.
Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Proctor.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
Sounds like you're...
I'm not disappointed, just surprised. Anyway, since you came down... My name's Ingram. If you're power...
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Played. There isn't a day that goes by. And since I'm...
Sure. You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. I just wanted to hear your story.
I'm not really looking for sympathy. And honestly, I don't know you that well. Maybe some other time. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hand... There's a pretty... Oh, and if you need any work done on it... if you'll...
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck
Step
out.
forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
You must be in there for a reason. Maybe I'll keep my distance.
I'm only having a bit of fun with you, Knight. Now, this is the stowage deep. The powers that be have me locked. If you need to stop...
Sure. That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable. When I tell most the good news is by... Yeah, I'm mostly in...
Right.
Of course.
I could use some extra...
You need them. It's just... And since... After you're done with them... In the meantime... Can I help you with anything?
Let's hear a bit more about that.
Hard to resist. The food will be requisite. Your mission will be to ensure...
I'm in.
Good. You'll find the farm on...
Right. Tegan.
Most farmers won't be too happy about donating their crops, so watch your back out there.
Set me up.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on report before you can blink.
I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing!
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime. Thank God.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation. Knight?
Can't pick this.
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath massive containers of highly flammable gas.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty. Report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good. Ad Victorium, Squires.
Ad Victorium! Ad Victorium!
Dismissed.
Excuse me, Squire.
I don't see what the big deal is about dying. It's a lot like sleeping. You just don't wake up. Elder Maxon says it's important to take our duties as a squire seriously. I would never let him down.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
The Institute giving machines free will? My programming says that's monstrous. Outright me or not, don't touch the experiments. Please, sir.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held. Didn't you want to hear about my experiment?
If you run into any simps, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Scribe Mariah.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you are injured.
This place smells horrible.
It does? I've spent so long researching these specimens, I guess I don't even know. I'm on the cusp of... If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing... However, I believe instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
I appreciate the offer, but unfortunately, I've hit a stumbling block. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence.
Right.
I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Let's talk to Proctor Tegan. I bet he has some excellent mods for our power armor.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load.
Got it.
Watch my back, I'll watch yours. Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world. I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target. Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood? I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other. There's a wealth of technology just waiting to be discovered out here. The food in the mess hall isn't bad. Well, as long as you don't smell it before you eat it. Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground. There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between. If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of the Brotherhood across the Commonwealth. If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of the Brotherhood across the Commonwealth. We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission. I never liked having squires aboard a warship, but Maxon thinks they need to train under fire. Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath massive containers of highly flammable gas. Feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it? Let's talk to Proctor Tegan. I bet he has some excellent mods for our power armor.
That farm's nothing you can't handle.
I need details.
Informing the Commonwealth.
I'll take a look.
Be my guest.
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
I'd gladly lay down my life.
Tighten up the meat. Like that. I'll split the difference.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it. Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super... having those aberrations. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top. I want you to... Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips. Now, we have... Use it to carry our... Dismissed.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. Primary target down. Look, Nate, we're gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
I hear something. What is it?
Stop! Stop! Human is friend. Stop! Human is friend. Stop! Stop! Human is friend. We can do this the easy way? We can do this the easy way?
Huh? What's that?
Yes.
Someone there? What? Who's there?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities.
Right.
I've been fighting for... I've seen what these... It would be Armageddon.
Don't apologize.
Thank you, brother. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you should head back up. Dismissed. Watch what you fire at in here.
Unless you like getting radiation.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Uh-huh.
In order to bring the Institute, I try to supply my soldiers with the signal grenades can call a vertical. Simply throw one once you're aboard.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the moment this information, the Institute, to accomplish this, I've had our scribe.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, the transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now. I want you to get out there. You seem to have a vested interest in If you discover a way in, any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility. The Commonwealth Institute of Technology.
Sure.
The ruins of the location. Anything else, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
Your meeting with Dr. Amari seemed fairly telling. If the Institute has the capability to teleport its synths, then we're in for quite a fight. There must be a way to tap into the teleport signal, and your mysterious lead in the glowing sea could provide us with the answer. If you need any assistance mitigating the radiation in that godforsaken location, speak to Proctor Tegan. I'm certain he'd be willing to help.
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Engine turbines at 87%. Efficiency.
Reactor at 100% efficiency. I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes, here you go.
Is this some sort of a joke? I don't know what that is, but it certainly isn't. Do you have any or not?
No, sorry.
Drat. Well, maybe next time. I really appreciate you searching for the blood sample. As soon as I make a breakthrough.
It sounds like we owe you our gratitude for wiping out those monsters at Fort Strong. Now, did you have any documents for me? Or perhaps you were interested in aiding a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid. I'll put them to use right away. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Victorium Knight.
You've got to help. They've kidnapped my wife.
Who kidnapped her?
They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few...
Don't worry.
Thank you. Just bring her back safe, okay?
Hello.
Who's there?
What the?
Stop right there!
Hi. If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
Stop right there!
Huh?
Why do I get the impression I don't want to hear what you have to say?
The Brotherhood needs your help to protect the Commonwealth. Donate a portion of your crops to the Brotherhood, and it will not be forgotten.
I'm sorry, but we already lost all our stores to raiders. If we gave up our next harvest, we'd starve. What do you want?
The Brotherhood of Steel demands your tribute. You will hand over a portion.
You can shove that tribute right up your ass.
What just happened? Who's there?
Don't move. All right.
You human! So stupid! So weak!
Stop! Human is friend.
Hell, yo!
Don't make me pull the trigger.
Speak up.
Don't take offense. Marcy. She's working through the loss in her own way.
Self-diagnostic complete. I'm happy to report I won't be falling apart after anytime soon. This should prove interesting. I wonder which will build next. My systems are continuing to function at peak efficiency.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer. Sun goes down, breezy's come out.